Hello lovely people, it's Leah and welcome back to another video. If you're new to this channel, on this channel you can find cosplay, home decor, horror, and more. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, comment down below, share the video with your friends. That way we can grow this community and you will not miss an upload. And let's get into the video. Last week, I showed you part 1 of optimizing my office for content creation. And that video mostly focused on problems I was finding within my previous setup of the office and how I can switch the layout to fix some of those problems. One of the problems being I felt like I didn't have specific setups always ready to go to film videos. And 2, I didn't have any sort of tabletop for any time I was filming any sort of crafting or any sort of cosplay. I just didn't have a surface readily available for me to film those types of videos. So I think last week was a success. I really love the new layout of this space. What you're seeing now is most likely going to be the main setup that you'll see at the beginning and end of all of my videos. Of course, there's still some things that need to be finished, like I need to put up all of this artwork, and that is what we are going to be tackling in part 2 of this video. It's going to be focusing on design and decor, organization, and then fully setting all of my shots for my different types of videos. Ideally, I would like to put marks on the floor for my tripod, for my lighting setups, so that when I'm ready to film a video, it's really easy for me to just set up the way that I'd previously set up for other videos. So as far as decor goes, as I mentioned, this needs to go up on the wall, but it's going to be the same gallery wall that I previously had. I'm just moving it to a different location, but the setup of it is going to stay the same. I really like that setup, and hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit of it in the background of this video setup. Also, now that I know that this bookshelf is going to be behind me, right now it's set up exactly the way that it was before, but I do think that this is something I can play with month by month, season to season, and just changing what is on display. So we might take a look at that and change it up and see what else and what other little knickknacks we could maybe put in place of what's here right now. Then behind me on the floor, we have a lot of stuff that needs to be organized. I have clothing that I want to use for some upcycles. I have some fan gifts that I don't really have a good organization system for, some crafting items that don't have a home, some electronics that don't have a home. So that's gonna be a huge part of this video, tackling that organization system. And really just in general, figuring out within this office what is set and what is behind the scenes, and making sure that anything that's behind the scenes isn't being stored in a place that will ever be shown on camera. So that's gonna be some of the floor space next to me here, underneath the couch. I've also been using the space behind the clothing rack on this side for some storage, so there's definitely some bin space that I could use back there. And we also do have some stuff in the closet right now, and I'm trying to figure out if that's going to stay in the closet or if that is going to come out onto the main floor. So the first thing I would like to do is take everything I need to organize out of the office into the living room and start organizing into piles so that I can go out later today, go shopping for some bins, and I will have a very clear idea of how much I need to buy. Also, when we're out on that trip, I'm going to buy some more command strips so that I can get the artwork back up on the wall. And once that's all set, and my set is feeling like a set, it will leave me in a great place to then start marking the floor and fully setting my shot. But I have to say, I'm loving this shot. I really think the way it is right now is kind of perfect. Once, of course, we get the artwork on the wall, I think as the opener and the closer for my videos, this shot is sort of perfect. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. Is this a setup you'd like to see more of? But okay, let's get into the living room and let's get organizing. Okay, everything is cleared out in here. So what we're looking at, we've got this bottom shelf here for storage. This area I do want to keep open, but it is a place where I would be okay with storing a current project, but I definitely don't want it to get too messy. Then of course these drawers, which I don't remember if I showed the organization of them. There are still some drawers that could use organization, but all the other ones we have labeled, and this labeling system has been working very, very well. So if I have other items that need to enter these drawers, it will be easy to find a home for them. Then over here, of course, we have the mannequin, but I'm not currently working on a cosplay. If I was, it would be on there. Then this desk over here, we've got these two shelves where I can put some storage. There's also this little shelf down here, so 1, 2, 3. And then underneath, I'm gonna have my little trash, but again, there's also some room to put some stuff there. Oh, and then maybe even on this table here, I want to keep the top open so I can have just some more desk space, but that little bottom shelf there could definitely hold some storage. Now on the other side of the room, back here, there's all of this space. I normally hold my studio lights in there. I've got a backdrop, some stands. This all might move into the closet because there's some stuff in the closet I think would serve better out here, so let me go in there and show you that. Oh, and then also in this room, right now under the couch is the rug. Still not 100% sure where I'm putting the rug, but under the couch is another place where I could store some projects that I'm working on, and even back in that corner as well. Okay, let me go into the closet and show you what is happening in there. So we've got a good amount of bins on the floor. This bin has electronics. This has some homeware stuff and some just like crafting things in there. And then these bins along the corner are all cosplay things. So I think that the cosplay bins could end up behind my cosplay rack. I don't think I need to deep clean these. I am gonna open them at some point because I think some of the things I took out of the office will end up in these bins. But from what I remember, they are fairly organized. I just have to make sure that there's more room in them. And for all this stuff, it's more a matter of where they're going to live rather than what is inside of them. But these bins I got from Target and they were very inexpensive. So if I have to buy some more bins, I'll probably get some more of these. All right, let's head into the living room and I'll show you all of the organization piles I made. So out here, these are some clothing for upcycling. This is a combination of fan art I've received, memories from conventions and other events throughout my life. So I wanna put all of that in one little like memory box. This here is a pile of extra decor. Picture frames I haven't hung up. I've got some of these Star Wars action figures that at the moment aren't being displayed, but maybe one day could. So I wanna have a bin for any extra decor, making it easy for me to redecorate if I want to. Over here is a makeup pile. Anything that's not daily makeup wear and something I would use for a costume, I wanna have a place for that in the office. This is a pile of all holiday decor and holiday bags plus wrapping paper. I had a bin for this, it wasn't big enough, so I gotta find another bin. I always have so much craft foam, so I feel like I should just have a dedicated bin. Over here are all of the empty boxes and bins that I have. Things like this, I feel like I could just use for current projects I'm working on. Same thing with a box like that, but this is what I'm working with so far. I'm gonna try to fill up all of these before I go out and buy anything more. This is all electronic stuff for microphones, camera. I've got an iPad there, so that definitely needs to find a new organization system. And then here, this big pile is all crafting stuff. I think it's going to need to be broken down into smaller piles, but for now, this, yeah, is all crafting. But there are some things in here that I would consider current projects. Like this, for example, is a project that I'm working on. I'll definitely show you guys once I am actually working on it. So that's probably going to go in its own bin as something I'm working on currently and soon. Also, this was my Medusa head piece. It broke. I don't think I'm gonna show you guys me fixing it because I'm not gonna do much different, but I do need to put it back together. So I'm gonna put that in its own bin. Hello, it's me. So yeah, that is what we're dealing with so far. I think the next step is going to be, as I said, taking all the empty bins on this side, filling them up, and then just seeing what is left over. And if I have to go out and buy more bins, I definitely need to buy some command strips so I can put that gallery wall up. So let's start organizing. We are making good progress. These are all the bins that I have filled up now. So this bin here is any of my makeup for cosplay. I've got like my liquid latex in here. These are all the gems I used for my Medusa cosplay, and some other fun things in there for some future makeup videos. This bin here is just some paints, spray paints, and stuff like that. Again, for cosplay, but also sometimes for furniture upcycling. This here is going to be my little gift bin. As you can see, we've got some Art the Clown stuff in here. I'm not gonna go through this bin so detailed right now, but at some point, maybe that'll be some bonus content I can share with you. Wait, there was one thing in here I wanted to find though. Here it is. I forgot to show this in my For the Love of Horror video, but this was a gift that I received from the Art the Clown Appreciation Society. There was a bunch of them in Manchester. That was so fun. So thank you for the little keychain. But yeah, I think that I can go through this more detailed another time. This little bin is gonna just house this current project I'm working on. Stay tuned for that. This is also gonna house a current project that I'm working on, fixing my Medusa cosplay. And then this here is going to house any of my spare electronics. So we've got my GoPro in here, some little tripods, extra batteries, and then this extension cord. And then in here, this actually was what was in here before. So I've got my steamer, my iron, my label maker, and my lint roller. The label maker seems out of place in this bin, but honestly, this has been working for me, so I'm just keeping it the same. There's definitely still some organization that needs to happen. I don't have a bin big enough for my holiday decor, so probably gonna go have to run to the store soon. Hello, it is getting kind of late in the day, and it's actually a Tuesday, which is the day that I live stream. So I didn't finish packing up everything that I took out into the living room. I still need to go out and buy bins, but because the stream was about to happen, I did want to get this gallery wall up and just make sure that my stream setup background looks nice. So I went out to the store, I bought some command strips, and so let's put up the gallery wall and then set the stream setup, and the rest of it we will likely finish tomorrow morning. Still in this video, just tomorrow. See it from the angle you're at, but this is very off center. That's what happens when you eyeball measurements. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna move the couch over, obviously. So let's do that now. Okay, that looks good. That is centered. Here's the couch. Here's the gallery wall. I'm going to turn on my PC and figure out what the stream setup is gonna look like. I've got some pillows on the floor there, so ignore that. Those are gonna go on the couch, but how does that look? I don't like being able to see the light stick. What's the word I'm looking for? Like the stand part. So yeah, it's probably just gotta be that. It still is pretty colorful in the background, so I'm not too upset with it. Also, just ignore the rug. I tried to put it somewhere. It's not working where it is, but I mean, you're barely gonna see that in the stream. So yeah, I'm happy with this. You could still see my rainbow. You could still see my string lights. And if I am working on a project, you can only see like this little part of the desk. So it'll be easy to keep this space clean for when I have to do a stream, which I have to do now. So I'm gonna go do my hair, do my makeup, get dressed, stream, and I'll probably see you all tomorrow morning to finish organizing. Hello, I'm not actually sure where I left this video off. It has been a few days. I got a little busy. I also realized that filming while organizing is kind of a hard task. So I did finish shopping for bins. I did finish putting the bins together and organizing everything. Found homes for everything. So I'm just gonna go through the office and show you where everything ended up. We aren't quite finished yet. Besides the main gallery wall, which I already showed you, there are a few other places in the office that needs to be spruced up in terms of the decor. One place being the tool board that I now have next to the beanbag chair, all the artwork around there, which right now is all Terrifier 2 stuff, which is probably going to stay the same, especially now that I have some new Clown Cafe pieces. I thought it would be fun to make a little gallery wall just with Clown Cafe art, so we are still going to do that. I also want to reorganize the shelf that's going to be behind my main filming setup, so that's probably where we will end the video over there. But for now, as I said, let me go through and show you how everything is organized. Right now I'm on the floor next to my costume rack. Previously behind here, this is where I stored my lights, any camera equipment, my tripod, things like that. But truthfully, my lights lights are probably going to stay out in the office all the time. Now that it's more spacious, I have places where it's easier to store them just like in the main room rather than constantly putting them away, because truly I use them all the time. And when I'm not using them, I can just put them into my closet. So now back here behind the rack, which will be hidden by, you know, the costumes, I've got some bins. So everything is labeled. So this bin here are any clothes that I'm interested in upcycling. Down here, again, more upcycling stuff, some unfinished cosplays that I need to work on in this bottom bin. This was a bin with all the little gifts that I have that I'm not displaying anywhere. This also has any of my letters I've gotten from fans, any of my badges from conventions I've gone to. So this will live back there. We have another bin this size that is fabrics. And you can see here, I like actually physically labeled everything. And this was the size bin I previously had my holiday decor in, but as I said earlier in this video, I think, as I said, it's been a few days, I needed a bigger bin. So I got a bin kind of double this size, and that is back here. That is gonna have all my holiday stuff. So let me put all this back. Whew. And so yeah, this isn't the most aesthetically pleasing having everything just out in bins like this, but as I said, when the costumes are closed, right now I have them open, it's gonna cover most of it. And this is behind the scenes, so it doesn't have to look cute. Only stuff that is being filmed will look cute. So, I mean, I know I'm filming it right now, but that's because I'm doing an organization video. But this is never a setup you would see in a normal video. Oh, and also down here, I have this. This is actually something that's supposed to hang in a closet. I'll see if I can lift it up. It's supposed to be like a hanging shelf, but I've been using it underneath my costume rack for any of my wigs. And these still do need to be organized better, but that could be a video all in itself. But now let me meet you on the other side of the room, and I will show you where I'm now putting all the extra filming equipment. And I can't believe I wasn't using this place for storage before, because it seems obvious. So I'll meet you over there. So my couch here on the other side of the room is a futon. So it has a little lip behind it where the couch can fold down flat. So now I am using that space for storage. This right here is a spray tent. So anytime I need to use spray paint, I can set that up. I actually just got this. I haven't used it yet, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then back here, these are just, you know, stands and stuff. And my tripod would live back here too. Even my ring light could live back here, but I'm currently using those, so they're just out on the floor. But yeah, all this space back here that I wasn't using before. And now on this side of the room, I wanted to show you how I organized the back of my sewing machine table. So this is right when you walk into the door. This is the first thing that you see, which works really well for me, just getting a visual of everything I need to do or any projects I'm working on. So basically, like this bin, this is empty right now, but I have something to put in it. All of these little bins. Also down here, I've got another bin with all like my makeup and stuff. These are basically either half-finished projects or things that I know I want to work on soon. This here is where all my electronics are, and this has been working well for me. And so yeah, just anything I'm working on, nice to have out here, again, behind the scenes, so not very aesthetically pleasing, but organized in a way that is going to be easy for me to find things and to work on projects. We're getting close to the end. Office is almost ready. the side of this shot is too wide. I always just have a weird thing about this lamp and I don't like it being seen. Do I want that back there? Yeah, because where I'm sitting right now, you can't even like see my shelf, and that's the whole point of this. Hold on, let me move over. I want to be like here, so the camera's got to move over. Give me a sec. This is why I want to put marks on the floor, because I cannot figure out in the last video I posted what this setup looked like. And I said it in the first organizing video that I wanted to put marks on the floor. I'm not gonna do that just because I think it's gonna make vacuuming kind of annoying and I'm gonna like have to reset things. I think the way to do this is to just have photographs of each setup so I can visually see what they look like. So I'm pulling up my last video, which was the For the Love of Horror Con. At the very end of that, I was sitting in this space. Because right now I'm like in front of this and I just feel like it had more space. I don't know, but I'm at the end of my desk. This is like really as far over as I can go. Okay, let me pull it up and see. Yeah, it looks so different. How? Also, I have the worst tripod in the history of tripods. I think it's from like the 80s or something. Okay, let's see, situation. Okay, yeah, there's like way more couch in this. So the framing probably has to be higher, first of all, and then over. Let me reset it. I will come back one more time. We just need like this to be the frame. Like that's where the frame should end, and then it needs to extend a little farther, which is great because then we can see more of the gallery wall. We got my little clown cafe girl here. The only clown cafe thing that's not in the clown corner. Oh, that looks cute too. I'm killing it. Okay, see you in a sec. Is this it? Did we? Oh no, we didn't do it. Do you see that? You can see the lighting. Gotta move that one. Let me move things again. We're close though, and then we're just gonna rearrange the shelf and we'll end the video. Fixed. All I had to do was move the light in a little bit. I wanna have like a little headroom at top because I do like punches in sometimes. I think this is good. Oh, okay. Now for doing the shelf. There's some things I wanna keep. I'm gonna keep my Rose McGowan memoir inspiration for my next hairdo, maybe. Rainbow light, gonna keep that. That one is so annoying though. The batteries die so freaking quickly and I literally never keep that thing on. Yeah, the purple's like already dying. Anyway, gonna keep the Leah the Princess placard over here, but let's move around some other stuff. I just realized my ring light is not where it's supposed to be. Give me 1 second, my goodness. Oh, that is like slightly different, but it makes a difference. Let me actually show you quickly what this lighting setup is looking like. I just have my 2 box lights on either side and my ring light in the middle, and then there I am. Peace. So let's get redecorating. Okay, it's a simple change, not too much, but we got Jennifer. Oh my God, it's hard to point. We got Jennifer over here. We've got, this is hard. My snow globe. And yeah, I mean, it mostly stayed the same, but changed it up a little bit. I do like that the color scheme is like light blue and orange now. I previously had over here some Death Note mangas, but I moved those elsewhere, put some blue books. Feels wintry to me, so I like it. And overall, super happy with how the office turned out. I love the new organization system that I have behind my costume rack, now housing my fabrics, my upcycling clothing, my cosplays. It just makes sense that that's all in one place over there. On this side, having any of my unfinished projects or projects that I'm going to be working on soon right at the front so I can see exactly what needs to be done. One of the main baskets over there actually is a makeup basket, maybe teasing what might be coming soon. Hint, hint, the strike is over. I've only done a Pennywise makeup look as far as horror icons go, so you might be seeing some of that soon. I love my new gallery wall and the way that I was able to incorporate all of my Clown Cafe art. And so on that gallery wall, to shout out the artists, the yarn doll is made by Loucifer. The 2 framed patches, one of them is of the Clown Cafe, one of them is of my logo, is from Patches from the Crypt, which is an Etsy store. The line drawing is from Classical Caricatures, a photo from my performance with Ice 9 Kills at the Silver Scream Con, and that picture was taken by my wonderful friend Helena, also Hela Pictures on Instagram. She does incredible incredible live music photography, and I needed to feature that in the office because that was an incredible moment. And the canvas is by Lily the Cosplayer. So thank you everybody who contributed to that wall. It's really special to me. I love it. I love how it looks. Hopefully I can feature it in the background of some videos, and you're all amazing. And just in general, the new layout of this office works so much better for optimizing content creation. Though I'm not going to be putting marks on the floor like I wanted to, I'm glad now that I have this reference to show what this main setup is going to look like. We also are gonna have the cosplay corner on this side, a more casual setup sitting on the floor in front of the couch, a two-person setup if I have a friend over doing a video with me with the beanbag chair and the couch. And I can't wait to keep creating in here. I've got a lot planned for the end of the year. I did hint just about a minute ago that I might be getting back into the horror icon makeup looks. Now I will be confirming I absolutely will be doing that. I have some end of the year videos planned. I want to take a look back at my year, pick some of my favorite moments, and share those with you. I've got some music stuff planned with CJ. We're working on a cover right now. And I just want to thank everybody who has been on this journey so far with me. Thank you so much for enjoying my videos. I love making them for you and bringing you this content. And now that my office is laid out in a way that's going to make it so much easier for me to make content, I just want to keep upping the quality for you and bringing you better and better content. 2023 has been an incredible year. 2024 is going to be even better. And none of this is possible for me without you along with me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Truly. If you're new here or you haven't yet, please make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I put out 2 videos a week, and on this channel you can find cosplay, home decor, horror, and more. Oh my god, I keep like leaning in. I'm like trying to lean as close as I can. I have to like sit back in this chair, and that makes the framing good. Okay, like this, so it doesn't cut off the top of my head. My name is Leah, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Let it go. 얼어붙어 like whoa. 띵하고 어지러워. I see. 한여름에도 난 겨울. Yeah, Caricatures. Yeah, 너와 있을 때 I swear. 제가 먼저 zero 폭설한 그 chill day.